Hello everyone and welcome. Jim with Osborn Medical here, coming to you from my home studio. I'm going to be doing an in-service on the Rooke boot. I would rather be there with you in person, but during these tough times we do what we can. At the end of the video I will give you my cell phone number so if you can reach me with any questions or if you need to contact me. The Rooke boot, there are three main reasons that the boot is used, and the first is for the natural warming. So you're going to perfuse that lower extremity just by wearing the Rooke boot. The second is our Comfort Plus offloading. We have the new technology that gives you a really deep heel cup and a nice pillow top to offload that heel very nicely. The third is foot drop, and I will get into that in a second. When fitting the boot, you want to make sure that the heel is in the heel cup and that you have a nice gentle snug on the shin. Each boot comes with an anti-rotation wedge, either to be used medially or laterally. The Velcro attaches to the side of the boot and can be used that way. One size fits all. There is no left or right, so we can fit all the way from a woman's size 6. We can have a pretty small foot in there. And when fitting the small feet, you want to make sure that the tongue is on the outside. We can fit all the way up to a men's size 16, so you can get a pretty big foot in there as well. The general rule is to have 1 to 2 fingers above the toe. We do have these slots at either side of the boot so that you can run your SCD lines out of it. You can see the slot there and the slot there, and we do also have the buttonhole up a little higher on the shin to run the SCD lines out of there, so you've got a lot of options. Sometimes your patients will complain about being too warm in the Rooke boot. Indirectly, that's a win. They're so well perfused that they're hot, but what we recommend for the first line of defense is to open up the toe box and to tuck the wings in this way. If you do that, the patient is air conditioned, but they're still offloaded and they're in their foot drop protection as well. In regards to foot drop protection, we are all about prevention. So if they've got an existing contracture, we're not going to be able to correct that, but we can help prevent it from getting worse. So when the boot comes out of the package, it's in the relaxed neutral position. If your patient has good range of motion in their ankle, put them in the boot just like you normally would. If they've got an existing contracture, you're going to need to adjust the boot to that contracture. And the way that you do that is you loosen the foot drop wings, put the foot in the boot, and then reattach the wings. You can see that's going to help prevent it from getting worse. The boot is washable. If you have a laundry in your unit, you can put it in cold, gentle cycle. If you get some spot soiling, you can spot clean those as well. But what we recommend for your weepy, oozy wounds is to take your breathable chucks, cut them down to size, line the boot with them, and then place the foot in like that. That will help keep the boot from getting soiled. There is a grippy surface on the bottom. Per your fall protocol, you don't want to be walking your patients in these boots, but if they transfer or do happen to get up, they're going to have a grippy surface that will keep the boot from slipping out from underneath them. So quickly recap, the boot is great for the warming of that lower extremity. We have our new Comfort Plus technology that has awesome offloading. We've got the foot drop protection. I talked to you about fitting. I talked to you about the SCD lines, the grippy surface on the bottom, and the anti-rotation wedge. My name is Jim with Osborn Medical. My number is 952-261-7713. Thank you very much.